Welcome back, everyone, to Transformation with Martine, where we conquer everything and compromise nothing. My guest, Daisy Mendoza, and I have been talking about all things transformation and coaching and just living your best life and stepping into your purpose and what you want to do with your life. So, Daisy, what would you say to someone who it could be somebody who, you've worked with before with people who our military wives or people who just really would just want to make some big changes in their life. What would you say to someone who is just starting out, like, God dang, I know I'm supposed to be doing more than this?
Take a first step. Tell
Hmm.
somebody, reach out to somebody, reach out to somebody, especially, and I don't mean just somebody, anybody, reach out to somebody who would cheer you on, who
Hmm.
would support you.
Yep.
Maybe it's a great friend, maybe it's a sibling, a brother or sister. You have to find someone who supports you,
Yeah.
someone who wants to, and there are people I'm sure in your life that want to see better for you.
Hmm.
Maybe they don't want to see you so far along from them, but they want to see you do better. So,
Yeah.
use your judgment to find a person, to share. Hey, I've been thinking about this. And in this day and age that you could find stuff on YouTube, on Google. I mean, obviously,
Absolutely.
you're a coach, they could reach out to you, to
Hmm.
me, to anyone. Just, send them
Hmm.
a DM, send them a message.
Yep.
People are willing to comment some of the rudest things online. How about, you're stepping into a place of love, a place of, hey, I need help. People are always willing to help.
Hmm.
What I love about people, that no matter what, people are willing to help.
No, I agree with that 100%. And it is important that sometimes, people in our lives, our families, they want to protect us from failure and all that. So sometimes it's not always our families that are more supportive. Sometimes it is I don't know, you're reaching out into a mastermind group or you're getting into reaching out to a coach, which you could reach out to Daisy or I, um, in regards to, someone who is going to cheer you on, that's going to mentor, that's going to hold your hand and walk with you and encourage you to do more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it, Martin. I think about our brains. Like, we cannot be our own worst enemy. Our brains were not designed to go explore novelty and newness. Our brains, their job is to protect us, to keep us safe, to keep us in what's familiar.
Hmm.
So this is why I say, when you have the idea, like, reach out to someone, send them a DM, give them a call, like,
Hmm.
take
Yes.
action right away as soon as you can, because otherwise your brain, that thought, it'll get shot down just as quickly as it came out. It'll get shot down, and
Yeah.
you could build a case against yourself. Don't do that. Don't do that. Reach out to someone who will build a case in your favor. So before, I used to think of it as, oh, it was me versus the old me. No, 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 it's always me for me. It's me for me.
Right.
I am here
That's
for
much
you.
better. Hmm.
So reach out, something, the DM, the call. I would say get two quarters and get on the public phone. Like, you do what you got to do. Reach out to somebody.
Yeah. Do they still have public phones? I don't think I've seen one of those in a long time.
No, but there used to be a saying that would say, get 25, get a quarter and call someone who cares. Like, yes, like, literally do it. I know
Yeah.
that was used in a negative way. Like, I don't care what you have to say, call someone who cares, but really, literally call someone who cares.
Hmm. Yeah,
And if
because
you
you're
don't
worth
have
it.
that one, find a coach. All the
Yeah,
coaches that I know are very heart centered, very heart driven, really care about people. Why we were born this way, I
absolutely.
don't know. Maybe because everything we've been through,
I
everything that
think
we,
so. Yep. A lot of my story is not pretty and it's taught me everything I know. It's prepared me for everything that has happened and I can relate to so many people on so many things and I wouldn't trade it.
yeah,
I wouldn't trade it.
I feel the
So
same way.
yeah. Yeah. There are people out there that can help you no matter what it is that you want to do. So Daisy, it's the beginning of the year. What plans do you have? What's going on in your life that you wanna do?
So I'm about to graduate with my bachelor's degree. First of all, Martin, I
Very
never
good.
had a goal of going to school. But again, because of the people who I surround myself with, when I was in the military, one of my peers was like, Daisy, go to school one class at a time and you'll get there. And I said, what am I going to do with the degree? I'm just going to hang it up. Like, nothing that I do requires a degree. And
Mhm.
yeah, so here I am. I'm in the final stretch. So I'm in the final
Awesome.
stretch, about to finish my degree. Started writing a book. I'm writing a book on leadership. So I'm writing a book,
Excellent.
and this is the first time that I do podcast, talk show, radio. So I look
Uh,
forward to doing more, to actually building a craft of learning how to communicate. That's like a number one goal for this year, is learning how to communicate
mhm.
effectively.
Yes.
effectively. And yeah, just a couple of things here and there. We want to go in the spring to Hawaii. We lived out there, so we want to
Yeah.
go out to Oahu, spend some time out there. We might go to Tahoe for the winter, but
Mhm.
nothing major. It's just kind of just take it at ease. I come from a place of rest and ease in everything that I do now,
Mhm.
so I'm not hard charging or like driven. I just come from a place of like, what would I love to do? And what I would love to do
Right.
is I would love to communicate effectively. I would love to write a book. I would love to teach, empower women, all of those kinds of things. So I'm just kind of going with the flow.
That's great. Yeah. Were you more of 'cause I've always been driven, go, 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 go. It's only recently now that I've started like, okay, I kind of want to slow down here a bit. I really like what feels good to me. What do I want to do? When did you get to that place?
I would say last year. Last year. So
Okay.
before that, I think my entire life I've been very driven, very hard charging, I'm a high
Hmm.
performance coach.
Yep. Yep.
Very high performance, very achievement oriented. And the
Hmm.
thing is that, as you would know, with anyone who achieves something, then it's like, what's next? So this kind of
Right.
depression sets in again of like, okay, what's next? What's next? What's next? And so I got tired of that. I said, you know what? No more. Like no more of that. What's my goal in all this achievement? For what? To get someone to clap for me? I'm not looking for applause, and
Right.
so I really shifted again, back to shifting again. And so I said,
Yeah.
it's time to make a shift. And the shift now really is, I come from just a place of, I have so much peace in my life, so much peace. And the
Hmm.
crazy thing is that even with all this peace, I'm achieving so much more than when I was driven, burnout and adrenal fatigue, all of those things. It's like, that's done. That's an era of my life that's done. It's something that I see, executive women deal with a lot. And it's like, I can coach you to that, but let me go through it first. Let me make
Right.
this like totally an embodied experience where every day I'm coming from a place of peace, and then I can
Hmm.
teach that. So right now, I'm not in a stage yet where I could fully teach it, but I can start guiding for sure how I got here, transitioning that high performance, that drive, that grit, that grind. I don't do grit and grind. That's not who
Hmm.
I am anymore.
Oh man. I don't want that anymore either. I fully relate to that. Like, no, no, I've reached a point in my life like, it doesn't feel good anymore,
Yeah.
and it seems like the more that I tune into peace and more relaxed about my day, everything goes smoother. Yesterday, I was kind of like not feeling good, but better. And I'm like, okay, I want to get all this stuff done. And then I started dropping everything. I actually dropped my lunch on the floor. All this time, I'm like, all right, here you go again, pushing.
Yeah. So
Let's
Martine, that's
relax.
that's my invitation for, all of your audience is to, write that down and reflect on it. If time, money, people's opinions didn't matter, what would you be doing? Like,
Hmm.
what would you be doing right now? Would
Yeah,
you be working at that place? Would you take that trip? Would you call that person? Your friend circle? Is it time to, to cut your losses? You know,
right.
Things like that. And I don't hesitate to do that. I don't hesitate to block people on Facebook. I don't
Hmm.
hesitate to remove people. I recently shut down my Instagram account that I had for the military. I said, I'm no longer, that's no longer my identity. So therefore, I shut it down. I said, but if anybody wants to stay in touch with me, that I'm also in agreement with and want to continue having a friendship, then this is how you can find me. But,
Right.
and that's the biggest thing is letting go. I'm going to leave you with this
It
because I
is.
was, I'm both fitness and spiritual.
Hmm.
And in the physical world, they say that strength is how much you lift, right? How much you lift, how much you can
Right.
lift. That's what determines your strength. And in the spiritual world, it's how much you can let go that determines your strength. How
Very
much
true.
can you let
Mhm.
go? And I will let go. I will not hold on to anything that doesn't want to hold on to me. Done. I think I've said that word so much today. Done. Done.
Yeah, that is a good word. Done. Just like
Well
no.
done.
No. No is a complete sentence. I don't have to explain anything to you. I'm done and no. Yes.
Yes. I like to
Yes, we have
hear
to honor ourselves.
well done, good and faithful servant. Well done. So
Absolutely.
yes.
Absolutely. Oh boy, before the coughing thing starts here. Daisy, where can everybody find you?
DaisyMendoza.com. I'm also on Facebook. you go to daisymendoza.com, it'll take you back, or Facebook as my name, Daisy Mendoza.
Awesome. And oh boy, the coughing is going to start. So, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in, and I appreciate you so much for being here. And this is a place where we conquer everything, compromise nothing. If you want to be a guest on my show, have a powerful story, reach out to me. And thank you again, Daisy. I so appreciate you and your message and just your essence being here. This has been a great show. And yes, and everybody, we will see you back here next Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Imagine what it would be like to turn your pain into purpose. Tune in to Transformation with Martine every second and fourth Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com. Martine and her guests are here shining their lights today through empowering stories of hardship and transformation. Begin to see your life in a new light. Visit martineemmons.com and tune in every Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific to Transformation with Martine.